cutting horse was born on the open range, where ranchers would gather vast herds for branding, doctoring, and drive them up the famous trails to feed a hungry nation over 100 years ago. Some horses were better suited for separating a cow from the herd, becoming the royalty of the remuda. Ranchers would brag and bet on who had the best cutting hoss, and competitions arose. These select few were crossbred to create what we have today.
If you can't cut it, move out the way. Let me in there, get out my way. Got me a cutting horse and we have style. We have technique, we're gonna dance a while. Dance, dance, cutting.
Howdy folks, Kenny Emai here for the Weekend Cutter. Come join us as we take you on a trip from the practice pen to the show arena, and let you listen in as top cutting horse trainers prepare their students to compete in the Western industry's most exciting equine sport. So sit back, relax, and you'll learn what it takes to become a top weekend cutter right here on RFD TV.
Cutting horse dance, to the left, to the right.
Iconoclast Sports Boots. Visit westernlegacysales.com.
Cutting horse dance, left, right, left, right.
Oh, baby, come on. Oh, baby, come on. Oh, baby, come on. It's so neat to meet you, baby, where the action is. Oh, baby, come on. Oh, baby, come on. Oh, baby, come on. It's so neat to meet you, baby, where the action is.
Wrangler Premium Performance Cowboy Cut Jeans. Comfort that works as hard as you do. 20% longer lasting denim. More comfortable waist. Premium Performance Cowboy Cut Jeans. Wrangler. Long live cowboys.
Howdy folks, thanks for joining us this week. Boy, y'all know that Zeke Entz, he's from out there in Collierville, Tennessee, but he knows when there's a good cutting that there's no mileage too far to get to fresh heifers in every class. That's what Waurika, Oklahoma and the Chisholm Trail Cutting Horse Association now is offering everybody at their cuttings. Fresh heifers in every class. You'll see Zeke and Corey practicing out there in Collierville, Tennessee at Zeke's place. Then they traveled all the way to Waurika, Oklahoma to take advantage of them fresh heifers in every class. Then, after that, everybody knows how important the herd holding position is in our sport. Without a good herd holder, you ain't got much of a chance of getting through a run. So, we're gonna listen to Miss Lindy Birch. She's going to be describing the herd holding position in the second part of this episode. So stay tuned. I really think you're going to enjoy this one.
Hi, my name is Zeke Entz. We're here with the Weekend Cutter. This is Corey Lowry. Corey, how long have we been cutting together?
Probably about 2.5 years now.
2.5 years.
It's been a while.
And tell us a little bit about your horse.
She's a smart mate. She's won about 40,000 now. She's 11 years old. She's been real good to me.
How much did she win when we started?
2,100.
Come a long ways. You've done well.
So.
Done well. Well, you ready to work?
Let's do it.
All right.
Has little brown back here been cut?
Black cow on top right there. Black heifer. All the way across here. You just heard me say, get all the way across your cow. I was encouraging the rider to ride all the way out to the front of the cow so that you can stop it and control it. Now, let's get back to practice. All the way across her. There you go. Good. Get you one more. She's wanting to play just a little bit today. Just keep on working on settling her down, getting her tied in. What about the black cow right there? Is that a muddy face? Yeah, that's the muddy face we cut. Right there, drive it on up. Drive it on up. Slow down, go into the middle, reach all the way across. There you go. All the way across her. There you go. Easy. All the way across her. Good. That's good enough. That's good enough. That was a good little work. She was wanting to play around a little there at first. Little cow fresh. Got her dialed in. A little better timing.
It is, but it's been a while since I worked her too.
Yep.
I try to stay off this horse and so she don't develop bad habits. So I keep Zeke on her and I try to stay off of her and try to just show her.
Yep. It's been working pretty good.
It's a pretty good idea.
We don't need to change it much.
No, we don't.
All right. Well, you ready to go to the show?
Ready to go.
All right, let's go.
Hi, this is James Fiegel from Weatherford, Texas. Stay tuned and we'll be right back with the Weekend Cutter.
When you feed a Purina product, you're definitely going to see a difference. The work that we do here at the farm really contributes to horses overall.
This research farm is really what made me fall in love with Purina. No one else does this.
They're just, a spectacular animal, and I'm glad our feed keeps them that way.
Stay tuned. We're busy here and we got a lot more work to do.
Smart and slick. According to Equistat, 205 shows, 203 checks. Come get you a Smart and Slick.
The Weekend Cutter Monthly Magazine for all the news, stories, and updates from top trainers, riders, competitors, and fans of our sport. Go to theweekendcutter.com, scroll down, click on subscribe to our magazine.
I'm Blue Ann Jeffords. I'm an amateur cutter from Hartsville, South Carolina. Welcome back to the Weekend Cutter.
You okay? I like the tall black baldy in there. I like the other little gray. Big white cow back there is a good cow if you can get around to her all the way on the back wall. The baldy with her head up on the outside. Go to her. Go to her. Bring her up. Bring her up. Bring her up. Bring her up. Get her up out of there. Stay up against her. There you go. Hey, the white cow on the back wall, if she wants to come up, get her up out of that herd. Now get her up out of there, bud. Bring her, bring her. Keep bringing her, keep bringing her, keep bringing her, keep driving, keep driving, keep driving. All the way across it, all the way across. That's a fresh Baldy, right? Yep, bring it on up. 27, come up top, all the way Black Baldy, go. Go to her, get up out of there, go to her, go to her, go to her. Easy, bud. Horse is good.
Thank you. The score for JM SkyMate is a 72. The number 4 horse.
Well, I hope everybody enjoyed Zeke and Corey there in Waurika. Be sure and visit them every chance you get up to Oklahoma and want to get you a little piece of that fresh heifers in every class. That doesn't happen every day in our sport. Now, let's go visit with Lindy Birch, the queen of cutting, as she describes the all-important job of holding herd.
Hi, I'm Lindy Birch, and I'd like to explain a little bit about the herd holding position as far as it relates to a cutting horse show. Now, as you know, there are 4 helpers. There are 2 turnback people, 2 herd holders, both integral to a good, successful run. The herd holders have a unique job, and their job is to keep the herd settled and in the middle of the pen. So that's one of their jobs. Their second job, which is just as important, is kind of a 2-facet job. First, they know the cattle. A good herd holder always knows what's been worked and what hasn't. So they're able to help the cutter locate certain animals that they might want to try to cut. Then they assist that cutter in trying to make those cuts successful and up in the middle of the pen. So you have a herd holder on each side of the herd, and they're allowed to start those cattle out. So once you start the flow up to the middle of the pen, it's the cutter's responsibility to make a cut. And you need to remember that, because a cutter is going to be credited for making a cut. Will not be credited for making a cut if your herd holders are doing the cutting for you. So if you want to increase your score, this is a really good place to do it, is how you make a cut. There are several credit areas in how we judge a cutting horse and several penalty areas, but the credit areas all have to do with the herd, pretty much. So if you'll step in, make one deep cut, so that means enter the herd, enter the body of the herd, and start some cattle around. And usually the rule of thumb is 3 or more. So your herd holder is going to assist you in starting those cattle around, and you're going to bring however many cattle you want up in front of you to make your cut. And it might be 5, it might be 25. It just depends on the size of the herd, where you are in the draw in that particular herd. There's a lot of variables. But what the herd holders do is one of them is starting the cattle out, whichever way you're heading into the herd, and the other person, the other herd holder, moves away from that corner as well, and he assists, or he or she assists, in rolling those cattle back into the herd. So you're gonna wind up, when you step and commit to one cow, you're gonna wind up with one cow in the middle of the pen, far enough out so as not to disturb the body of the herd, which is a penalty, we know. So you're gonna drive your cow out, get out, and the herd holders are gonna help bring all the cattle, sift all the cattle back to the body of the herd, and then their job there is finished, and they need to return to the corners and sit there quietly while you make your cut, or while you start cutting. Okay, now the herd holder's stepping up, try to, make sure that the cattle are slowed up right in front of that cutter, and they're trailing back to the herd like they should, sifting back, and then she needs to step up and cut her cow. So good spot. He didn't get in her way. He's returning back to his position on the back fence. He's, within 5 or 7 foot of that back fence marker. He's out of the way in a perfect spot. He's watching the herd here where if anything starts to come out, he's in a good position to stop it and save it from running out into the working area of the horse.
Hi, this is John Tyree, amateur cutter from Weatherford, Texas. The Weekend Cutter will be right back.
There are really no obstacles in getting a horse insured anymore. You don't need to find a vet. You don't need to load the horse up in the trailer to go get it vetted. You don't need to pay for those x-rays. All you have to do is find a phone, and we all know we have one of those at the tip of our fingers no matter where we're at, and just call 1-800-228-8664. And if you know you're going to be picking up a horse on a Saturday or Sunday, call us on Friday, and we'll get it all put together, and that horse will be insured when you load it up in the trailer.
You ever think you'll see this again, Buster Welch showing at Will Rogers? The Season 1 DVD set has over 9.5 hours of instruction and lesson from the top amateur-friendly trainers in the country. 26 entire episodes filmed literally from Florida to California. You'll have to be horseback in the practice pen with the trainers on our show to get this valuable information. The bloopers and outtakes from our first 26 episodes make this DVD set hard to pass up. Visit theweekendcutter.com to get yours now.
This is Ruben Maheno from Temecula, California, and welcome back to The Weekend Cutter.
Hi, I'm Walt Irwin, and today we're going to be talking a bit. This is a bit that finds its way in a horse's mouth every day at our house. It's the DLS reverse twist snaffle made by Cow Horse Supply. But this snaffle, whether it's to just get on one and exercise it, to work a 2-year-old, sometimes even to work a show horse, we find a use for this bridle every day. We like the O-rings here. It gives the bit some freedom in a horse's mouth. And like I said, it's a reverse twist. The reverse twist, when you pull on the right rein, you get bite on the right side of the horse's mouth, left side smooth. Same deal with the left side. When you pull the left side, you get bite on the left side, right side smooth. We use this bridle to get horses ready to show in. Our lopers use this bridle on every horse that gets ready. We have 3 of these. And when we're loping a horse to get ready to show or working at home, we have a use for this snaffle every day. Thanks. This is Walt Irwin. Hope you enjoyed our Talking a Bit segment. Thanks for watching The Weekend Cutter.
The Talking a Bit segment was designed to let you know what trainers consider are their favorite bits and what their uses are. Be sure and talk with your trainer to see what bit works best for you and your horse.
Now for a second cut. Herd holder stepping up there to help, to assist her to go in there. See, he's rolled up now. He's coming up the pen so he can make sure he's putting away the cattle that need to be put away where it leaves her with her one cut in the middle of the pen. Again, they walk back there quietly. He didn't make a lot of extra exerted movement to move those cattle back, because if anything, you want the herd holders to be almost not there. Here he saves her, but see where he's staying inside that cutter. So that's not a question. That's not excessive herd help right there. That's a good herd holder right there. Cow was coming across. He made a movement there to make sure that cow went up that fence and afforded the cutter legal quit. Now for her last cut, cattle are sifting, they're going back to the herd. She stepped up, herd holders backing up out of the way to give her the room to get all the way across this pen and control her cow. He's not trying to shorten the pen down too much. He's in a good position in order to keep the cattle back there. He's on the inside of the cutter, against the back fence, the inside meaning the back fence to the cutter. If he was improper, he would be on this outside part and he'd force that cutter's cow back into the corner. Where he sits right here, he can help keep it out. Still not excessive at all. They're talking about what cows to cut, stepping up. Here he made a subtle move here to make sure those cattle kept going up into the middle of the pen. So helping her drive that cow out. Now he's had to go all the way over to the middle of the pen to put the cattle back. Again, start him back, and then he retreats back to his safe zone, back against the herd in the back fence. So he's not doing a whole lot. He's just making a few subtle moves that actually help keep that cow out there in front of the cutter and not back to the corner where she might evidently or eventually lose it or have a penalty. Okay, now in this instance, herd holder's trying to spot some cows that he and the cutter have probably talked about. He's trying to give her his best recommendation of what to cut. Here she comes. He's pointing out where that cow is that he thinks she ought to cut. So here she comes. She's only brought a few cows out, so she's stepping up into the neck of that cow. Now the other herd holder helps put those other cattle away. She's there with one cow and begin her work. Herd holder right now is in proper position, nothing excessive, just doing his job. Okay, now for a second cut, they go back into the herd. He's bringing a few cattle off this back fence. He's starting them out. So it gives her a little bit easier time in order to get behind these cattle and drive. He started them out for her. She needs to step up here now and cut her own cow, so she needs to keep stepping. The cattle are starting to roll to her left, up, up. She's cutting the last cow. No, good job. A good herd holder, he's given her some tips on how to ride and keeping her slowed down, probably telling her to sit still a little bit, which again, a good herd holder can be a huge benefit to a novice or an amateur or even a professional. Just a little bit of support over there in the corners makes a big difference. So that's how I see that job, and I probably could explain it a little different, but that's how I see it from a general overview. I hope it's made some sense, and if not, you'll have to call Kenny and have me back on the show and give me another question.
Well, folks, I know you enjoyed watching Zeke. Get Corey ready and take him to Waurika, Oklahoma to get him some of them fresh heifers in every class. And then I know everybody is a little more informed about what that herd holding position is. Without good help, your herd holders, there's 2 of them, and your turnback help, there's 2 of them. It's hard to get through a run without the help of those folks. And Miss Lindy Birch, I can't think anybody any better to describe that position in the cutting pen. It's a very important job. I know we're all a little more well informed and we understand what that position is. So big thanks to the Chisholm Trail Cutting Horse Association and Lindy Birch out at the 80 Ranch. And as always, our trainers, Zeke Entz with his client, Corey Lowry. Y'all be sure and come cut up with us a little bit next week on the Weekend Cutter.
They're cutting horse dance, left, right, do you hear what I'm saying? From side to side, we won't hardly make a sound. My horse and I gonna stare that cow down. Keep your eyes focused, separation is the game. Watch those legs go 2.5 in the frame. If you can't cut it, move out the way. Let me in. to the right, cutting horse dance. Bounce, bounce, the cutting horse dance. Left, right, let's dance. Let's dance.
Visit theweekendcutter.com's merchandise page for all your shirts, caps, t-shirts, decals, anything you need to look like you watch The Weekend Cutter. Be sure and go to The Weekend Cutter's Facebook page and like us.